Hi, my name is Matea and this is my channel where I talk about my own animist perspective on magic and spirituality. I regularly practice witchcraft and I'm also interested in psychedelics. In this video I'm going to talk about my own observations and thoughts regarding spirits, and I think this might help some beginner practitioners because we are conditioned and used to thinking about spirits in a certain way. We see movies and TV shows that represent spirits in a specific way, like having forms living in a completely different dimension than ours, or a parallel dimension that has forms and things inside. And I think this video might help some people. So what are spirits? No one knows exactly what spirits are, but it's an umbrella term for all those beings, things that our current culture deems as non-existent. Spirits can be encountered in dreams, in psychedelic experiences, in magical practices such as evocation and invocation, and some people can see them in their everyday life. Spirits are subtle beings, and they are encountered in two different ways. They are seen as forms, or their deeds, actions are seen. I can use my own examples. For example, in one dream, I saw a cat with 6 eyes, which later became one of my guides, and I saw a form of a cat. In that dream, he was changing forms from one type of cat to another type, and in the end he showed me his real form, like a form that he wanted me to see. And another example is deity Shiva. I've never seen a form of him, but after praying to him for a month or 2 months, I've seen dramatic changes in my life and my confidence. Because spirits are subtle beings, their forms are not always the same for everyone, and they're not the same all the time. Every time you encounter a spirit, they might appear different. And that has been a reason why many practitioners are skeptical about the existence of spirits, because they do not always look the same. To understand what subtle beings are, we can use a model that represents reality through layers. I've been learning about this model from my philosophy group, and this model is based on Theosophical Society's model, and it looks like this. You have first layer, I'm gonna put here or here. First layer is the physical layer. It's a layer of physical matter and physical energy. And forms, physical forms. Second layer is energy layer. It's often described as prana or chi. That's the layer that is in alternative medicine, is called bioenergy. Third layer is astral layer. It's the layer of where our emotions reside. And the fourth layer is mental layer. It's the layer where thought forms and mental constructs, ideas reside in. And there are 3 other layers. Those are spiritual layers, and we cannot understand them yet. Those layers are pure mind, intuition, and Atma, soul, spirit. The layers I just described are layers of the world, the universe, the realm we live in, and also layers of our own being. And spirits are types of beings that do not have the lowest physical body, but they can have some of the above bodies. Our subjective mind is the interface we use to look at the world. We use our subjective mind to perceive anything and to understand anything. So spirits, being conscious intelligences, interact with our subjective mind and our memory and our impressions and present a form that's akin to that. Because everyone's subjective mind is different, spirits are going to select different images to represent themselves. It's actually, this is what I think personally, that our subjective subconscious mind selects images when it interacts with the energy of the spirit to represent itself, because the energy itself does not have a form. Some people experience spirits in forms more frequently. They see forms of spirits in their practice more than others. I personally don't see spirits in my practice as forms. I interact with them in writing, in meditation, I sense feelings and sensations, or in divination. Most people experience spirits in that way, but some people have the ability to see them more. That's because everyone's mind is different and everyone's mind interacts with spirits differently. And it's okay if you never happen to see a spirit. So thank you guys for watching my video. Subscribe if you want to, and leave a like. Yay.